High School's Inferno, the Divine Parody. Quick disclaimer before we start the journey through the 5 circles of hell. All cliques displayed here are stereotypes at their highest form. Do not take anything too personally. First up shall be the academics.
What do you think you're doing, nerd?
Did you just call me a nerd? Geek?
Yeah, nerd.
Yes, I am a nerd, bookworm. I'm studious. From my cerebral cortex to my gluteus. Back in kindergarten, I aced my college entrance exam. Now, I'm no rocket scientist. Oh, wait, I am.
Now, I know that was funny, but now to get on to the actual project. The academics would place onto the first circle of hell. They're the ones who committed the sin of constant studying that leads to isolation from mutual friends. Their punishment would be to have to constantly take tests, but failing over and over again because they had never and will never learned the information. Next up is the artists. The artists would be placed onto the second circle of hell. They are the ones who committed the sin of over-creativity. That leads to envy and jealousy being directed towards them. Their punishment would be to constantly paint to the best of their ability, but always hate how it turns out, turning into a vicious cycle of repainting the same image over and over. Next up is the musical theater prodigies. They would be placed into the third circle of hell. They are the ones who committed the sin of musical communication or singing to project a story. Their punishment would be to stand on a stage in front of millions of people and not be able to sing or speak, going back to their childhood fears of stage fright. Some prime examples of people in this circle would be Idina Menzel, Kristen Chenoweth, and Joel Grey as portrayed here in Wicked. In the fourth circle of hell would be the band kids. They're the ones who committed the sin of playing mastery, or the ability to play to such a level as to where most people are amazed as to what they hear. Their punishment would be to stand in a room full of instruments that could be touched and played, but the person would be deaf and unable to hear their sound. Some examples of people in this circle would be the director of bands, who grew up as a band kid and never really went anywhere from there, the marcher, and the classic pit member. And the final circle of hell holds the jocks.
Bobby! Brett? Oh, Brock. What's going on, guys? What's up? So guess who just got a C- on the history test? This guy. Whoa! No way. Honestly, guys, I think I might be a genius.
The jocks are within the final circle of hell. They're the ones who committed the act of placing themselves on the top of the high school social hierarchy as a standard. Their punishment would be lack of physical strength while being trapped in a room where the only way to escape is to lift the door and escape underneath. 3 examples of souls trapped within this circle would be the football, basketball, and baseball enthusiasts. The Satan, which is present within the final circle, would have to be the bully. The bully is the controlling being over all the circles of High School's Inferno, and is the ultimate evil within the hierarchy.